is black coffee what did a 7 for 7 day last Saturday?
Yep, black coffee 7 days a week, so that's part of it for sure.
Take us through that day. What was kind of your, obviously you came in kind of like a tough situation losing a guy, but just what do you think allowed you to have the day you did?
I think just to be myself and just be relaxed. Being a senior, you've been in those positions before, just like last year. So just going out there and having fun and not making the moment too big, and you don't have to do anything more. I mean, obviously I had a crazy day, right? But really just had to play good defense and have quality at bats, and it turned into a really good day.
What's this year been like for you? You played a lot last year, haven't had a lot of opportunities this year, and just how have you maybe tried to persevere through some of that? Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely tough. Obviously, you want to be on the field and you want to play and stuff, but we got a good group of young guys, and so I've actually enjoyed, having the role of helping those guys develop, and they do a really good job. They ask a lot of questions, so just being able to help those guys and stuff is I've actually really enjoyed that part.
What's the not even really middle infield, but kind of infield group dynamic like conversations are having, because it seems like y'all have all had to be called on at different times, and everybody seemed to really step up.
Yeah, I mean, our infield's moved around a lot just from injuries, whatever it is. But we got a good group of guys. We all hang out a lot together, and we mesh really well. So it's super easy to play with when you got guys like that, and nobody's ego is ahead of anybody, and just everyone's just out there trying to do their job, and whatever position we're playing or whatever it is, it just makes it a lot easier.
How bad is Boston's eye?
No, he's actually doing a lot better. I think his eye today is probably the first day I've seen it like fully open. I mean, obviously it's bruised up and it's pretty black and stuff, but it's fully open, and he's been taking reps and stuff, so it's moving along a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah. Had you seen anything like that before?
No, I have not seen anything like that before. Obviously Chris got hit in the face in the teeth, but 2 in a season is insane. I've never seen that, no.
So there's an infamous scene, you probably age myself, but Michael Jordan can't miss a three-pointer in the finals, and he goes back up the court and shrugs. Did you kind of feel like that the other day? That everything you couldn't miss.
I know.
What that feeling was like.
It's a really good feeling. Hitting's hard. Hitting's probably the hardest thing to do in any sport. So, I mean, going for 7 for 7 is pretty crazy, and but I think baseball's also one of those sports where when you have a little bit of confidence, and by the time you're 4 for 4, 5 for 5, you kind of just believe that you're not going to get out today. So I think that helps a little bit, and just feeling really good in the box can go a long way in baseball, more than your actual fundamentals of your swing.
How are you working to use that confidence moving forward? Obviously, it's a little different when you're not in that moment, but how do you kind of translate that into the next weekend?
I mean, like I said, I'm going to get out, right? It's baseball, so I think you got to take that with it and just keep the same approach and just keep having fun in there. And I think it'll allow itself to happen, but I'm not trying to do too much and not trying to keep the streak going, but just keeping the same approach, and it'll take care of itself.
I think it's senior day this weekend. What's that mean to you, and just why you think coming to A&M was the right decision for you?
Yeah, I mean, coming to A&M was definitely the right decision. It's probably the best decision I made. I absolutely love it here. And senior weekend's going to be great. A little bit sad, but really enjoyed my time here. So happy to be on the field for it, and have my family here, and just kind of enjoy playing at home one more time. And I guess we'll be back for regional stuff, so that'll be even more fun. But last home series, so it'll definitely be special.
Anything else for Ben?
I noticed as you're in the box that you look backward. Were you looking at do you look at the pitch clock?
Yeah, I like to. People ask me that, like, who are you looking at in the stands? No, I like to just look at the pitch clock. I do the same thing here. Baseball is a timing game for hitters and pitchers, so I just like to. Sometimes I'll let it go all the way down. Sometimes I go quick, but I think it just messes with them a little bit. I saw their catcher telling the pitcher to wait on me and stuff. So anything you can do just to kind of. And even if it doesn't affect them, if it makes me think it affects them, right, then that helps too. So just anything to kind of get an edge on somebody else and maybe throw them off their timing that's all it is.
What's the midweeks look like for you? Just getting work in and staying ready.
I mean, just in practicing stuff every day. There's not much more for somebody like me that wasn't playing, just to stay ready. I guess we're having the same practice as everybody else, but I think if anything, it's just more of a mental ready to go if your number's called. And it hadn't been until this last week, but just staying ready and being loose and being yourself.
When kind of looking ahead a little bit, but I know they've announced that the ABS is going to be in the SEC tournament. What kind of conversations have y'all had? Have y'all developed like a little bit of a system or anything about how that's going to work yet?
Yeah, we have not. I think just because this weekend's such a big weekend for us, we got to take care of this one. But I mean, we've talked about it as just in the locker room and stuff. It's going to be pretty cool, I think. But I don't know the exact system. I don't know if we're going to have. I guess we're the ones to make the decision, but I don't know if we're going to leave that more up to Bear and leave those for Bear rather than hitters, or if we're going to try and use them all hitting-wise. I don't know our approach on that yet, but I'm interested to see, and I kind of want to use one of those.
You think it'll give an advantage to the hitters?
I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I think a lot of people don't realize in baseball that if the ball even just clips any part of the zone, that it's a strike. You know, I think a lot of people have the misconception that, you know, it's got to be halfway in or whatever it is. So I think if anything, I think it kind of hurts the hitters. I think it kind of helps the pitchers a little bit, but it's everyone's gonna have the same advantage or disadvantage, so it'll all be good.
You think if someone does like a not leverage challenge, they'll get pretty good, you know, towels thrown in the
Yeah, it'll get pretty loud. I think it's gonna be. I think definitely the very first one, whoever does first one, that it's gonna be cool, but it'll definitely be new. But I think it'll be pretty cool to do.